Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening, everyone. We are from Group D. So we're going to presenting about the accounting information system from Chapter 3, Intermediate Accounting. So our team includes me, Abdurrauf Arafi, with my student ID 003.
And me, Naila Ernafa, with last NPM 09 and 2.
My name is Rohit Intan Adini with last NPM 114.
My name is Zagidla Firmansyah with last NPM 186.
My name is Rakutun Ramanan Nafjavan with last NPM 416.
So in today's topic, we're going to learn about first the basic accounting information system. Second, the record and summarize basic transaction. Third one, identify and prepare adjusting entry. The fourth one, prepare financial statement from the adjusted trial balance and prepare closing entries. And the last one, prepare financial statement for merchandising company. So in the first part, we're going to describe the basic accounting information system. Financial accounting rests on a set of concepts for identifying, recording, classifying, interpreting transaction and other events relating to enterprises. Therefore, we need to understand the basic terminology that included in collecting accounting data. So here are the basic terms that was included in accounting system. First one is event and transaction. An event is a happening of consequences that cause change in asset, liabilities, or equity. A transaction is an external event involving an exchange between entities. Second one is account and ledger. An account is a systematic arrangement showing the effect of events on specific elements like assets or liabilities. A collection of these accounts is called ledger. The next one is journal and posting. Transactions are initially recorded in a journal, book of original entry. The process of transferring these figures to the ledger is called posting. Next one is trial balance. This is a list of all open accounts and their balance used to prove the equality of debits and credits. The next one is debits and credit is left itself. Debit means left and credit means right. They do not inherit mean increase or decrease. Their effect depends on the type of the account. So if a certain account is recognized as debit, if they're going minus, they don't change to credit, vice versa. The next one is accounting equation. The system is built on dual effect of every transaction, ensuring that asset like equal liabilities and plus equity remains in balance. And the next one is going to be presented by my friend.
For the next part, we are going to talk about recording and summarizing basic transaction. So in this part, we are going to talk about identify and analyze the transaction, journalizing, posting, and the trial balance. So first of all, identify and analyze transaction. It's examine source documents. It can be invoice or bank statements, for example, to identify or determine if they affect the assets, liability, equity, revenue, or expenses, and determine if they increase or decrease. And also to apply the accounting equation, assets equal liability plus equity. Next, please. For the next part, the apply double entry rules. So In here, every transaction affects at least 2 accounts, and every debit has a credit. That means also total debits equal total credits. And the basic debit and credit rules, such as assets and expenses, increase on the debit side, liabilities and revenues increase on the credit side, equity accounts increase on the credit side, and dividends increase on the debit side. And the next, journalizing. No, not yet. Yes, journalizing. So, journalize, record the transaction in the journal or book of original entry, including the debits, credits, date, account titles, and amount. Record it chronologically, each chronologically. And then next. Trial balance. So for the post to ledger, it is a transfer for the journal entries to the general ledger to update individual account balance. And then after that, we prepare the trial balance. First, we gather the ledger and then list account, organize accounts into a table, typically following the order like assets, liabilities, equity, revenue, and expenses. And after we list the account, we record in columns, enter debit balances in the left column and credit balance. Then the total and compare. So here, the sum both columns, if they are equal, the books are mathematically balanced. That means the total debit equal to the total credits. The next will be presented by my friends.
The third part is about identify and prepare adjusting entries. The use of adjusting entries makes it possible to report on the statement of financial position the appropriate assets, liabilities, and equity at the statement date. Adjusting entries help ensure that the income statement shows the correct amounts of revenue and expenses for the period. This is done for the following reasons. The first is some events are not recorded every day because it isn't practical. The second is some costs are not journalized during the accounting period because the costs expire with the passage of time rather than as a result of recurring daily transactions. And the last is some items may be unrecorded. There are two types of adjusting entry. There are deferral and accrual. Deferral have two subtypes. There are prepaid expenses and unearned revenues. And accrual have two subtypes too. There are accrued revenues and accrued expenses. And the first type is deferrals. Deferral are expenses or revenues that are recognized at a date later than the point when cash was originally exchanged. Deferral. If a company doesn't make an adjustment for this deferral, the asset and liability amount will be too high, and the related expense and revenue will be too low. Deferral have two subcategories. The first is prepaid expenses. When expenses are prepaid, a company debits an asset account to show the service or benefit it will receive in the future. And the second is unearned revenues. When company receive cash before service are performed, they record a liability by increasing or crediting a liability account. Next, please. The second tab is adjusting entries for accrual. Companies make adjusting entries for accrual to record revenues for services performed and expenses incurred in the current accounting period. There have two categories too. The first one is accrued revenues. Revenues for services performed but not yet recorded at the statement date. Accrued revenues can build up over time, like when you earn interest income. These are not recorded because earning interest does not involve daily transaction. And the second is accrued expenses. Expense incurred but not yet paid or recorded at the statement date, such as interest, rent, taxes, and salaries. Previously to adjustment, both liability and expenses are understated. Therefore, the adjusting entries for accrued expenses result in a debit increase to an expense account and credit increase to a liability account. After journalizing and posting all adjusting entries, the next step is prepares another trial balance from its ledger account. The purpose of an adjust trial balance is to prove the equality of the total debit balances and the total debit credit balances in the ledger after all adjustment. And the next part will be explained by my friend.
Okay, so after we prepare the adjusted trade balance, we have to prepare the financial statement. And then we're going to prepare closing entries. First, for financial statement, in this stage, we check our final data and build 3 specific reports that tell the company the story in the end of the year. The first one is income statement. In here, we see if the business made money. We subtract our expense from our revenue to find out our net income or profit. Then the second one is retained earnings. Retained earnings is savings our money. So we take our starting balance, add the new profit, so we can calculate how to subtract any payouts to owner dividends. So we can see what is left to this company. Next. And the third one is statement of financial position or balance sheet. In here, we create the financial snapshot. This report lists what the company owns, asset, versus what is liabilities, and its overall value, equities. Next. Then after we prepare the financial statement, we have to make the closing process. Closing means we have to zero out temporary accounts to prepare for their next period. There is the two types of accounts in accounting. The first one is temporary accounts. Temporary accounts is such like revenue, expense, dividends. These accounts are never closed. So we have to empty this out every in the end of the year. And the second one is permanent account. Permanent account is account that are never closed. The balance simply carries over the next year. This account is like liabilities, asset, equities, something like that. Okay, next. Then after we make the closing process, we have to continue to post closing tariff balance. This is our final quality check to ensure our books are perfectly balanced before the new year begins. The purpose of this statement is to verify that our left side debits is equal to our credits, and the result the previous ones. Because we reset the temporary account in the previous step, so this report is only list like permanent account like cash, land, loans, and etc. Okay, the final material going to be explained with my friends.
So now I will be presenting the complete financial statement from merchandising company. First, we gonna explain about the profitability in the income statement, and then we track our changes in the retained statement. So it's wrong, it's actually the retained earnings statement. And then we check our review in the financial statement or balance sheet. And the last one is closing entry. So first we take a look at the income statement. We generate net sales with $850,000, and then we got the COGS $510,000. We minus it, and then we got the gross profit. Why we got the COGS? Because we sell in merchandising company, we sell a physical product. After that, we minus gross profit with all of the expense. In here, we got the selling expense $105,000, and then administrative expense $129,000. After that, we plus and minus other revenue and gain or in the income tax, and then we got the income $73,000. Next, the retained earnings statement. We start with the year balance of $125,000, and then we add the net income $73,000 that we just calculate in the income statement. However, we also return our value to our shareholders by paying out $50,000 dividend. So we minus it. Then we got the $183,000. Next, in the balance sheet, we got the current asset. The current asset, it include the high liquid item like cash and prepaid insurance, prepaid rents, not receivable, and account receivable, and so on. The total current asset, we plus it with the non-current assets like equipment and accumulated depreciation equipment, and then we got the total asset is $534,000, and then we calculate the equity and liability. In equity, we got the share capital ordinary and the retained earning 30, and then we plus it. We got the $33,000, and then we plus it with the all of the liability with $201,000, and then we got the total equity and liability is $534,000. Because the total asset and the total equity and liability is equal, our balance sheet is balanced. Next is the closing entry. So the goal in the closing entry is to reset our temporary accounts to zero for the new year and transfer the net income into permanent equity. So in this first step, the first one is we close the revenue account, we debit sales and interest revenue to zero them out. And the second is we close the expense account. We credit all of the expense account from COGS to taxes to zero them out. The third step is to close the net income to retain earning. The difference between revenue and expense or net income is $73,000, right? Is transferred to return earnings, so we got them to zero. And the last one is we close the dividends account directly into the retained earning. After all of the process, all revenue and expense account should be reset to zero and ready to capture the next year data. So in summary, the company is profitable with the $73,000 and maintain solid financial position with balanced asset and liability. So that's all for our group presentation. Thank you for your attention and goodbye.